Hey, good morning, everyone. Hi, and I forgot to change the session number, but that's okay. Everything has to never go right for a reason. Welcome to Age of Arcana. This is our 13th session in this Hex Crawl. I'm Simon, I'm the DM, I'm not fully awake. Let me just get some more coffee. Today we have our I would say it's almost the recurring crew. We're gonna have some new faces soon, hopefully more than just one. But let's go around and introduce yourselves, who you're playing, and who are you playing today? Starting with the person on my left, which would be Quentin.
Yeah, I'm Quentin. I am playing Gerp today. Everybody's favorite kobold barbarian. He still has lots of stuff to do in the Wildlands, so we'll see how that goes.
My name is Matthew, playing Uriel, the Tiefling Musketeer that is still
Never
learning
gets
how to
anything.
use. Yeah, still learning how to use his crossbow. Hopefully, everything's going to be fine today. No one's gonna die. No one's gonna get hurt. But that's wishful thinking.
Yeah, it is. To your left.
So I'm Jeff. I'm gonna play Zanben, the human rogue. Hopefully, I'm gonna kill nobody today of my teammates, or maybe to pick up their stuff,
It's not promising.
but not Gerp. Gerp is okay.
Yes.
All right, and last but not least.
I'm Pascal. I'm going to be playing Makluk, the Saurian cleric. Probably going to investigate some rune up north, and I'll try to save everybody from expected death today.
All right. Oops, sorry. And we're gonna start the game again at the trading post. Kill your real, get chessboard, profit. Yeah, no, that makes sense. So back at the Starving Bull, you guys, as usual, woke up late. Everybody else has gone to do whatever it is that they had to do that morning, while you are treated to another poor and pitiful breakfast from whatever reserves One-Eyed Max still had of the food you brought back.
Are there a lot of people still in town or no?
Not really. The trading post has pretty much gone back to what it was a few weeks ago. There are a few settlers, a few travelers here and there that have come and gone. There's a few pitch tents still, but it's not the major hub like it was a couple of weeks ago. Most of the settlers, of course, have heard, like the new arrivals have heard about Boar Run, so they decided to go north and go see what there was over there.
Is that the name of the town?
Yep,
the new
Boar
settlement?
Run. I can put it in the chat. Named after the fact that the town was founded with the help of 700 pounds of boar meat. So, I mean, that helps. Helps name places. But yep.
It's a lot of boars that day.
Cool.
Is there any leather worker in town? Which is an open question to...
From the settlers, none. As far as the other players, I don't know if you guys are proficient with leatherworking.
Thieves' tools.
Okay.
Seem like it.
Yeah, McCluck is gonna start explaining. He's getting a bit homesick, so he's trying to import a sport that he used to play with his tribe, but he needs a leather worker to work a kind of ball.
Mm.
So if we can find one, he'll probably pay for the work.
To be fair, the One-Eyed Max says that the Bowax that live to the east, they probably, I mean, they hunt and everything. They probably know how to work leather.
Okay. Yeah. So if we're there,
I hope they're a lot cooler than Kaka. It's kind of lame.
yeah, didn't they banish Kaka? So they must be.
I mean, for good reason.
Throwing shade at your own characters.
He's so old and leaves feathers everywhere. Uriel, where have you been for like 2 weeks? I hope you've been practicing your bow.
I don't think so.
You know what? No,
Is there-
I just been relaxing around the inn, doing my thing. Yeah, I've been practicing a bit, but nothing really came out of it.
You see, like,
Is-
next to the inn, there's like a target made out of hay and paint, and there's just like a bunch of bolts all around it, and like one that hit like not even the bullseye, like just off center by like a foot.
Is there like anyone else I could go with today? Anyone at all? Max, Max, you want to come with us?
I don't adventure anymore, kid.
All right.
Plus,
Yeah.
I mean, technically, he's only got like a certain range that he can hit or miss. So he's bound to hit at some point.
I mean, you'd think that, wouldn't you?
If you want an advice,
Coward.
stay close to the enemy, and you won't receive a bolt in the back. It's gonna go far wide.
Okay, I'm going outside and I'm going to fire at the
All right, you put yourself a couple paces away from your target, and you're like dead
Yeah.
set on hitting it. Basically, it's gonna go like this.
Yeah.
So you need a 20 to hit bullseye, and then a 15 to hit the ring around it,
Oh wow.
and then a 10 to hit the outer ring, and then under a 10, it's a miss. So you just grumpily go outside, load your crossbow, shoot, and you're in the target, except that you're about like a foot and a half off center. But you're like, yes, I hit it.
This is promising.
That's
Considering
gonna
you've
be
got a
great.
+8. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
So when you reach level 8 or level 6 because you're a fighter,
Mhm.
don't take a bonus to your stat. Go get the lucky feat. That'll
Okay.
allow you to reroll. Because I think you need it.
Yeah.
So at least he hit something, and Uriel comes back maybe prouder than. As soon as you
Uriel.
turn around, the javelin just goes dong, and it's already more centered, like it's 6 inches closer to the bullseye.
Oh man.
That's gonna be great, guys.
I mean, avoid fighting. That's all I can say.
All right, guys. Dead team walking. Here we go.
Oh yeah. We are like a Suicide Squad now.
Uriel, do you have like lots of gold to bribe the enemy not to kill us, or
Yeah, I have some.
great? Just throw gold at him while we run.
Yeah. That's pretty much it. So, where to today?
So I need to get my dragon chess board.
So
That would be going up north.
Can we use the find me box to ask him, or it's a one way, right?
You never knew exactly how the find me box works.
Oh, he
Uh-oh.
definitely responded to Gerp, but I don't know if he knows that was going on.
Yeah, I'll try just to go. Is the dragon chest ready?
I'm just going
box.
to follow the group.
New box. Who this?
Oh, so it's a two-way. It's us. I'm
Hi,
trying to
us.
speak his language. Is the dragon chest ready?
Yeah.
Okay, we won't be able.
polishing. It's almost done.
Okay, we're gonna be there in 3 days. Let's take our time. Did Gerp heard, or he's already gone?
Yeah, Gerp's like already striding out the door, whistling like.
I mean,
So there we go. Oh, wait, it's there.
Here we go.
Yep, there's no like mute or private feature on the box, so anybody that's within like 10 feet can hear it perfectly. So you guys want to take like a slow pace or something?
Just normal.
Or-
Yeah,
Um,
normal.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. That would take 4 days.
Is Leo dead?
You guys don't know.
Okay, I don't
I
care.
forgot about it.
That's so mean.
I mean, the last thing you remember, he had hired 5 farmhands.
And one
of
died.
them died.
Wow.
But he did manage to get like a bit of food going. Like he was starting to grow his stuff. You remember you went to help him a few weeks ago because he saw goblin tracks around his farm, but otherwise you have a very short attention span and you guys decided to go explore elsewhere.
Yep.
So
He's dead.
4 days later,
He's probably dead, but
the trek to Boron is getting well known to you guys. The only perhaps problem with it is the fact that it takes you more than 4 days because you have to go through the Goblin Bridge. There's still no way, well, or you ford the river, but there's still no way to cross the river and keep dry. Like you're missing a bridge or something somewhere to make it.
I'm sure the people of Boron will build one eventually.
Yeah,
Yeah, well, they built one in front of their own river, like the one where Boron is.
but we would need one like there.
But you would need one closer to the trading post. Of course, like over time, and I mean over months and perhaps years, there will be a sort of road, like natural road that will form just because you guys keep trampling the same place, week after week after week. But it still takes a while for like, you know, the vegetation and everything to die or to part and leave a clear like dirt road or something. Whereas if you, I don't know, ever find enough settlers or people in need of a job or something, you can always pay them to pave a road or whatever.
Uriel, give him money. You're basically dead already.
Oh.
I wish Damsy were here.
Jesus.
Oh,
Uh,
that was the weird guy with a mask here.
Hey, welcome back, Matthew.
Yeah, thanks.
And then Uriel goes away for 2 weeks still. He's like, nope, I'm having none of that shit.
Yeah, I'm gonna go quest for my dragon.
So you get to
there's-
the cottage. Ilona is not there. She stayed at the trading post because she wanted to see civilization. So that only leaves Jack, the small goblin tinker. And he presents to Gerp a package wrapped in brown paper.
I open it immediately, disregarding the package.
It's a bomb. And
It's just like a flurry of paper.
Yeah, there's like all of these wood carved. It's sort of crude though, but like you recognize the pieces. They're not necessarily super well made. You could say that it's an aesthetic, but the board is board is good looking.
Mm-hmm.
It's got all the squares in the right place and everything.
Are we in Bor Run right now?
No, you're in north of Bor Run.
Okay.
If there's anything you wanted to do in Bor Run, we can just do a quick flashback if
Okay.
you want.
No, it's alright.
Okay.
I just didn't see the map updated with the caravan, so I was wondering where we
Oh,
were.
well, do you see the caravan now?
Yeah, I see it.
All right, so Bor Run is like 4 hexes lower.
Mm-hmm.
And you're that's true because Zanben and Ural, you've never been there here, I think.
No.
So it's this small cottage in the woods, and all around the cottage are statues of different creatures. 2 of them are basilisks. There's a few goblins. It's a couple critters. There's even a goblin strapped to like a tree branch. All of them petrified.
All right.
And then there's a small forge next to the cottage, and a little garden. The only person that lives there for now is a tiny goblin called Jack.
Hi, Jack.
And he calls the cottage All Trade.
While we're in Bor Run, is there a backpack I could buy?
Yeah, sure. Or even Giselle, I think, would have that at this point. Check the price in the player's handbook, and that's what it is. Just let me know how much it is, though, because I need to update Gisella's inventory.
Okay.
And by inventory, I mean buying power.
And what does this goblin sell? You know, it's all trade, so does he have a shop or does he
No.
only crafting?
Yes, sometimes.
Okay.
So I make stuff. All kind of stuff. Right now, I had to stop everything to make a dragon chessboard for Gerp here.
You're welcome.
I made the findy box. That was useful, I think. And he
No.
turns to Mukluk and he's like, "Can I get my box back? I need it."
You need it?
Yes.
Don't we have 2 of those?
I need to get them all back.
Why?
Because it was a loan.
It was a loan?
Well, yes.
Okay.
I'm not
I give
giving
him the
them to
box.
you permanently. There you go. Thank you. And he like stashes it in his pockets.
So-
Okay, so what now?
What now?
I'll
do
send
an
you
auger.
Mistress's porch.
it's 2 gold for a backpack.
All right, thanks.
Yeah. I'm just looking at my chessboard like, yes.
The goblin.
Now I need to
says-
find that other dumb statue.
The goblin says, "Customary waving goodbye."
Yeah, bye, Jack. You're the
Hi,
best.
Jack.
Bye, Jack.
Bye.
And he goes back inside, slams the door.
Uriel, have you seen a statue that looks like a pawn on a dragon chessboard?
Nope.
Useless.
I swear to God.
I'm gonna smash that board.
That's rude.
Yeah, it's really rude, Uriel. Why would you say such a thing?
We can actually go to the village the ghost referred to. See, they might know something about it.
Do you think they're friendly?
Maybe.
What? What do we know about Duergar?
So
Can I do like a history check, or is
you
that
can
like...
make you can make a history check. I mean, if you had a dwarf among you, that would help. Well, Mukluk knows a lot.
Yeah.
Gerb,
Oh.
you know a little. So the clan Dwerg is
They're dwarves.
yeah, they're dwarves. But the Duergars are basically the descendants of members of Clan Dwerg, who lived hundreds and thousands of years ago. They were the more traditionalist of the dwarves, and they uphold their old beliefs of never sharing secrets, of keeping a sort of stranglehold on any market that they can find. So if they invent something new, they discover something new, they will try to keep the secrets of whatever it is to themselves and not share it with anyone. For example, steel. So dwarves were the first to craft steel. They did not want to... They would sell steel weapons and armor and objects, but would not teach anybody else how to smith steel.
Mm-hmm.
And Clan Durin, of course, went and taught those secrets to the humans and the Saurians. And that sparked the Dwarven Civil War. And that's when the Dwarven race sort of split into two major clans, basically the Duergars, who still follow the old traditionalist ways, and the Dwarves, that you now know live above ground and everything, whereas the Duergars decided to keep living underground and keep doing what they did before. So they're not evil per se.
They wouldn't be innately hostile. I
No,
mean,
but they would try to
standardly.
take advantage of any situation.
Perfect.
So they are okay to trade, not just not to teach.
Yeah, these dwarves sound pretty nice.
So we can actually make our way there.
Yeah.
I bet they have a sweet battle axe for me. Dwarves always have the coolest stuff.
So where were you heading to? Can you ping it on the map, please? Or tell me
Yeah.
Oh, there you go. Okay. Fast pace, short pace, short.
Normal.
Jesus, normal
We don't-
pace. All right.
Yeah, we'll go normal.
All right. I think it's 3 hexes a day on normal. Let me pull up the things. Yep, 3 hexes a day. So
Uriel, we gotta practice.
Move.
Shoot that bird.
are you foraging for food, Uriel?
Did I get it?
Wow, the bird is dead. He just, out of pure spite, took his crossbow, went like without looking, and the bird just...
It does work.
There's a red dog. There's a red dog that shows up in the underbrush, and he's like,
Oh shit! Can I?
Uriel. Uriel's blessing goes away.
Yeah. I forgot about it.
You're screwed.
Yeah.
What's her
Yeah,
name
part of
shows
the
up
group.
and just strangles him to death.
As long as we eat it, he's okay, right?
as long as you would.
We ate the bird.
Oh yeah, you sort of have to eat it. Cook it.
That looks tasty.
All for Curb.
And bury the bones of the...
Yeah, and bury the bones afterwards. Because remember, Uriel, you have your
Mm-hmm.
thing.
Well, did I lost it?
You didn't lose it. If
Okay.
You eat the bird and you bury the bones.
All right, I'm gonna eat the bird and bury the bone.
Mukluk, were
Would
you
have
part
been
of the people
amazing.
that got the...
Nope.
Okay. I keep forgetting who was the third person that was there with you.
There was Kaka.
Kaka, Uriel, and...
Zanben. Me. That
And
was me.
Zanben. Okay.
Oh,
So, Zan as well.
Yep.
You need to... Yep. Oh, so 2 of you. That's nice. So you guys don't get any random encounters in the forest. That's pretty awesome. So let's just fast forward to the ruins. Why don't we?
Freaking Uriel.
And you heard it right. When
We're
you
gonna kill
get
that
to
bastard.
this Duergar settlement, what you see in front of you is a clearing. A lot of the trees, I would say about 100 yards before the mountains, have been cut down.
that's
There's
probably not
a-
a good thing.
There's an old paved, like cobblestone road that's been mostly overtaken by moss and dirt and dust over the years. But you can still find from places to places those cobblestones that keep popping up from the ground. And it leads to what appears to be a giant wall. Or at least the remnants of a wall. It's shaped like a V in a way. So it's, if you're, let's say, making this shape, I don't know if you get. Can you see it?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So you guys are coming up along like the center of that V, right? The road leads to there, and you notice as you approach this wall that there are 2 doors in it. If you start walking around, you'll notice that it's not just a wall; it's like a thick triangle of stone, sort of like a fort maybe, that was built in this weird shape. As you explore the place, I'll call out a few things that you discover, and then you can tell me what you want to do about all of that.
But we don't see any dwarves?
No dwarves. At all. No sign of life. Actually, even this I'll call it a fort. Part of it has fallen to ruin. Part of the wall has just crumbled down. There's to the west of it, to the south of it. Sorry. There's what seems to appear to be a small, like sort of unfinished graveyard. A lot of graves were dug, but not filled. Well, they were filled like naturally, but not filled artificially by dwarven hands or anything. There's no casket. There's no tombstone or anything. It's just the graves have been dug, but nothing has been done with it. Inside the fort is an immense brazier that has long burnt out. It stands in the center of the fort, above which is this chimney that leads to the outside. In one section of the fort, the south entrance, right after you there's no more door, but like right after you pass through the doorway, to your left is a small altar of gods know which deity, because there's nothing left to depict whatever it was supposed to be dedicated to. 2 iron sconces are affixed to the walls. No torches in them, no candles, no nothing. The north entrance is blocked by debris. For the most part of the ceiling just fell down on it. As you're walking around the whole place, you notice that a few paces to the west, so as you get closer to the mountainside, you can clearly see an entrance, like staircases have been carved into the center of the mountain. They go up for about 10 or so feet, and then it reaches this like immense stone door, upon which is carved a dwarven face, someone who looks not happy seeing you here. But that's it.
I knock on the big stone door.
It doesn't make a lot of noise because it's a stone door. But it goes knock, knock, knock.
I take my shield and knock on it.
It clangs on it, but nobody answers.
I mean, in true kobold fashion, if nobody answers, you're allowed to go inside anyway.
Yeah, that seems reasonable. Open the door.
How strong are you? Make a strength check.
Okay. I am not that strong.
The door won't budge. It's like you're trying to push a mountain.
Guys, I really think there's something cool inside here.
Maybe we can all push the door.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it a push or pull door?
Seems like a push. There's no handle on it.
Even
And I'll consider it part of your strength check. Like, you tried pushing on one side, you tried pushing in the middle, you tried pushing on the other side to see if it opened like from a hinge on either side, or if it pivots from the center, but it didn't move at all.
Dwarves, there's got to be like a handle or something somewhere. I look around. Is there like a secret handle or a switch?
You can make an investigation check, and I'm gonna ask everybody else what they're doing in the meantime.
Going to check for a handle too.
All right, you can make an investigation check. What about Uriel and Mukluk?
I'm gonna help. Well, I suppose Uriel's gonna help me open the door.
Yeah.
All right, you two are still trying to open the door.
So do we do strength check?
Strength
Yeah.
with advantage. Who's the strongest among you?
That's gonna be Uriel, probably not me.
All right.
Oh boy.
Hey.
Oh, he's as strong as me. So, but yeah.
Yeah.
You push on it, it doesn't do anything. As Gerp and Zenben are investigating around, there doesn't seem to be any handles on the door, even one that could have fallen off over time. It seems like there's the mechanism to open this door is found elsewhere. Of course, there's probably a mechanism inside, but from the outside, there probably has to be something else that needs to be done.
Is this kind of contraption, rare in this world, or is it something you can see?
So, knowing what you know about Duergars and how much they're fond of not telling people how their shit works, you could safely assume that this is probably part of like a Duergar defense mechanism, or I should say defensive system, or something like that. Like, in case of attack, close the door, and it'll take forever for an enemy to try to find a way inside.
Uriel, the altar out there, could you like place your neck on it and close your eyes? I got an idea.
Let's go, Uriel.
Jeez.
Do it for the team.
You guys have no shame whatsoever.
I mean, this is just the roast of Uriel, right? That's what we're playing.
Yep.
Yeah.
Apparently.
Can we investigate outside?
You can tell me what you want to look for, what you're investigating, and everything. Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Is there wood on top of the brazier, like way up there?
No, but you could easily find wood from the rubbles, or even snatch some dead wood in the clearing and just dump it all in the brazier. Yeah. The brazier. I said brazier. That's different. That's really different. There's a giant bra hanging in front of the Dwarven fort.
That's awkward.
It's a college dorm. It's the ruins of a college dorm. That's
Garrett is here to party. Let me in. Gosh, any ideas, guys?
Not really. I'm going to investigate the altar. See if we can find something. And I have a question for Simon. The observant feats give me +5 to passive investigation.
Oh, so I'm gonna need to know what your passive investigation is.
Yeah. Passive is, if it works like passive perception, that would be 16 then.
16?
Yeah.
All right, so I'll consider that whenever you're walking around. Whenever you're investigating, you can choose to have a 16.
Okay.
Which, looking at the altar, you find very quickly that the altar is like a scale. It seems to function like a scale. There's a way to put pressure on it.
I'm gonna step on one side, see what happens.
So
Or
there's only one altar. Like, you don't know where the other part of the scale is. There's only one part of it. So
Like if it's a pressure plate.
Yeah,
But
like a
I'm
pre-
going
like
to
a
sit on it
pressure plate.
just to see.
So you sit on it and you wait. And you feel slowly that you're sinking a few inches into the ground, and then it stops.
Okay. Hey guys, I'm sitting on a pressure plate, which might be a mechanism to open the door. If you can find the other one, it might actually simply open.
What's a pressure plate?
It's a plate that you stand on it and it activates another mechanism, like a door.
As a kobold, you would probably know what a pressure plate is because of traps and shit. Or I should say a regular kobold would know. Doesn't mean Gert knows.
So okay. So,
I run around frantically looking for a pressure plate.
so we,
So
yeah.
Yeah.
You look
So
around.
investigation check.
Oh, you don't need to roll an investigation check. After an hour, you realize you've scoured the entire place. There are no other plates.
So maybe we can make her home.
I asked Muckluck if he sensed the plate is on do a click.
It never
Uh,
clicked. He like sunk a bit, and then it just stopped.
Okay.
I asked Muckluck to sit on the plate, and then I want to run at the door with my shield out.
Oh god. Take the head of Uriel.
Make a strength check with advantage.
Okay. Advantage. Strength.
You rush at the door with all of your cobalt might, and you break your face on your shield as the door doesn't move, and your entire body just launches itself against your shield. You're gonna take 5 points of damage.
Okay.
But other than a cut lip and maybe a bruise on the side of your face, you're a bit dizzy, but you're fine.
Are
Alright.
you okay, Edgar?
Dwarves suck.
The angry, like disappointed dwarven face keeps looking at you.
I throw my shield at it.
So okay.
Uh,
We need another plate, but nothing is there. Maybe we can.
the only thing I can think of is that the other plate is in the hall that's blocked by the debris.
Nah, maybe. Or maybe we can make our own plate.
That's just ridiculous. So is it like the other doors at a hallway, Simon, or
What do you mean? The door?
the one that was blocked by debris?
No. So it's basically if I can draw real quick, I'll bring you guys to an empty map there.
Mm-hmm.
Put it here. Go back here. Bring the players over here. Hello. This is an empty map. So it does some like this. Oh, I should like, you know, not draw on the GM layer. That would help. So map layer, there you go. So it goes like this. My drawing skills are atrocious. Oh, Jesus Christ. Slightly better. The pressure plate is here.
Mm-hmm.
There were two sconces here. The brazier was in the middle here. The rubbles are here. That's the rubble. There's an entrance here, an entrance here, an exit here. This is the outside, and then let's say that this is the mountainside. And then you had the staircases that led to the door. The graves are here.
I check the other door.
Yeah.
Oh, they're all open.
Oh,
Like you can. When I said that you guys took an hour, like you scoured the place. There's nothing. Even removing the rubble.
mm-hmm. We looked at the graves too.
Oh, 2 seconds. We might have a last minute add-on to our players. You also looked at the graves. I'll say for good measure, and they're all empty.
Mm.
It seems like whatever is supposed to activate the door is, like you had, or at least Smuckluck had the beginning of it right. The only mechanism around is this altar. Clearly there's something that needs to be done. Seems to be weight activated. But you guys might be missing...
Damn sure, put some gold on it.
Nobody
Well,
answers. Because you didn't say...
Oh,
damn,
Guriel. Guriel, I guess.
I guess I can try. Put a little bit of gold on it.
How much? How much gold?
Gonna start with 5.
You put 5 coins. Nothing happens.
I put 30.
You put 30. Nothing happens. So
I get everything back.
just to give you sort of an example, Mukluk, what's your weight? How heavy are you?
Like 220 plus gear. Okay, not much. So like 240.
240 or something? All
Yeah.
right. So that would be 240 times 50. You would need to put 240 times 50. Thank you. You would need to put 12,000 gold pieces to create as much weight as Mukluk was, which evidently was not enough. So
I know
either
where.
you have to bring a treasure, dump it on it to make it sink like it did with Mukluk. But the altar doesn't seem
Does seem to react to gold.
yeah, it doesn't seem to react to what, like, the substance that's on it, more like the weight of what's on it. And thinking about how Duergars are, maybe it makes sense that they would only open their doors to those who were serious about trading.
Is there any like wall I could knock over onto it?
Take a few tombstones.
Maybe
There's
we can just take the
there's only
debris.
holes. You could take the debris. You could take the brazier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You could all jump on the altar at the same time.
Yeah, what if we all stand on it?
hmm
What's all of your weight combined? So we said 240. We'll just do like an approximate. But 240 for Mukluk,
Gerp weighs 45 pounds.
plus your gear, let's say like 50 something.
Yeah.
So let's bring it up to 300. What about Zanben in Europe?
I didn't know I had to put that weight for my character.
Well, just decided on the spot. How heavy is Europe? What do you weigh?
I guess 120.
120? All right, so we're
Yeah.
at 420.
You should have said you weighed like 300 pounds. You're great big and fat.
Is that going to help us? Yes, I'm 300 pounds. Zanben, how heavy are you?
120 approximately too.
All right. Yeah, because you guys are pretty much scrawny. So that's 540. As soon as you all stand on it, which, I mean, if Gerp gets off the altar, it doesn't work by 5 pounds. So you all need to stand on it. You try to squeeze yourselves, sit on the altar, and the more people sit on it, the deeper it goes. And after a while, once you're all 4 on it, it goes all the way down to the ground, and it clicks, and the floor, there's like this like iron trapdoor that closes over it,
So it's like a slow procedural, like.
and then when you look outside, once the trapdoor is closed, you notice that the stone door is creaked open, wide enough, because I mean it's an immense door, right?
Mm-hmm.
For something its size, it's creaked open. For you guys, it's wide enough to let, a cart through.
Guys, if we run for that door, we might be able to get it before it closes.
Yeah, that's right.
I start running.
We all sprint for the door.
You guys run for the door. 2 seconds. Writing down something. You hear a voice, a female voice behind you. that says, "Wait for me!"
What?
What?
And I'm just gonna disable the overlay for a second. We'll be right back. But we have a last minute play. With all of the players now.
Yay.
So, that voice you heard was actually Gregor, the Dwarven Technomancer, running out of breath after you guys.
Gregor, quick, there's no time. The door's gonna shut. No time to explain.
What? What?
Run!
No! Ruins! No!
Quick, get inside. Don't ask questions.
Run like your life depend on it.
You
As
all
the door's
rush
like,
I
inside.
run like my
barely
like depends on
closing.
my short legs.
Oh, the door, like, once you're all inside, you turn around and the door hasn't moved. At all.
Oh, that's cool.
I've heard you guys found Dwarven ruins,
Yeah,
and I ran. You're fast.
Gregor, there's a ghost somewhere that has some tools you'd probably like, I think. We killed the ghost, but his stuff's still there.
Yeah,
Oh.
all this technomancy stuff is still there.
Why didn't you take it?
Well,
mean-
we took the coins.
Yeah, we took the important stuff.
Oh, okay. Well, it was guarded by a ghost. Well, I'll go back later.
Yeah.
So
Great.
there's probably no one that was gonna get it anyway.
I mean, who would pillage an empty tomb with 8,000 copper pieces?
Ugh.
Hey, $80 is $80. So,
Yeah, but you can't carry it though.
oh, I know, it's horrible. You guys enter the ruins, and it's oddly quiet.
Can I shout down the hall? Like,
Yes.
hello,
Well,
I'm here for my battle axe. Battle axe, battle axe, battle axe.
basically what you hear. There's no light sources anywhere.
I will cast my arcane armor and usefulness on my firecaster.
Sure. As Gerb is echoing stuff, Gregor is just like casting spells on all this shit.
Gregor, should we be worried about a Dwargar cavern?
I didn't even know there were Duergars here. They're probably long gone.
Oh,
I know, but look, there's nothing around.
Inside where you are, you've climbed up 10 feet to get to the door. And then there is a staircase that goes down for about 50 some odd feet into the darkness.
I'll lead the
hallway-
way.
All right. The hallway around you is roughly. Well, once you're down the stairs, it spaces out to about 10, 20, 30 feet on each side. All the walls have been carved out of the stone. There's these two gigantic Duergar guards statues. They're like dwarves in armor wearing, holding battle axes. The heads of which are on the ground, basically. They're holding them like reversed. At the end of this hallway, there are two exits. One to your left, one to your right.
Do their battle axes have a chip out of them?
No.
Can I replace mine with one of theirs?
It's actually like a 10-foot tall stone battle axe. It's a statue.
Okay. I thought it was like actual armor and like.
No.
Okay.
It's like these two like majestic looking. Would have been majestic looking, but honestly, there's no light. Aside from you, Gerp, that can see a bit. Pretty much everyone, and Gregor, everybody else
I
is blind.
can. No, I can see the back.
Okay,
Uh,
Uriel and Gerp and Gregor. Is that
And
No,
I'll-
I don't have dark vision.
Oh yeah, dwarves don't have dark vision anymore. So Gerp and Uriel, and I think that's it because I don't think the Saurians have dark vision.
No,
Nope.
but I'll cast light on my shield, so we'll have light source.
So you guys now have a big floodlight walking around. It's quiet in here. Very quiet.
When in doubt, you always go left or right.
Really?
Yeah.
That's a good advice.
Yeah.
Grip goes left.
Party goes left, Uriel goes right.
If I examine the area, can I determine how long has it been since anyone came from here?
Looking at the cobwebs and the dust, without a check, you can say a goddamn long time.
Okay.
Being an archaeologist, a couple of hundreds of years.
Okay, I'm pretty sure we're alone here, except for maybe for some creatures that could have elected to stay here, but I don't think there are any Duergars anymore.
I mean, how could creatures survive in here if the door's like completely sealed? They wouldn't have any like food or water.
Unless there's another exit.
That's never a thing.
Back doors? What are these?
We go left.
You guys go left. The corridor turns sharply to your right. Keeps going. And then turns sharply again. And you notice a part of the floor is sunken. Seems to have been like a brittle section of the floor, though when you peer into the hole, you notice that it is filled with rusty spikes. And in the spikes is, aside from a bunch of dwarven skeletons. There also seems to be like a pierced out, heavily damaged centipede made out of steel or something. I'll give you so for the players here on Zoom, here's a link to the thing. For people at home, because I can't link it, it's like a 4 feet long snake made of interconnected plates of copper or steel, and it has like these two sort of mechanical claws and a blade coming out of its mouth. Its entire like beak thing is like a sharpened copper or brass or whatever jaw, and it's also got like a sword as a tail and a spiky treadmill on which it moves.
Gregor, what the heck is that?
Wow. I don't know, but
Gregor's drooling.
it's marvelous. I want to take a look at it.
It's 10 feet down into the pit.
I'd give you a rope, but it was stolen from me.
Do I have rope? Yes, I do. Okay. So I'll tie the rope somewhere, and I'll go down the pit.
There's no real way to tie it anywhere close, but the rest of the party can hold it.
Guys, I think Gregor needs this. We'll hold the rope for him.
Yeah.
All right, you go down the pit. There's about 4 dead Duergars in there, and that thing. Seems that they all fell at the same time.
Okay. Is there anything on these Dwargars or just bones?
Bones. Any clothing they might have had before has been rotten away. Doesn't look like they had armors or weapons or anything of the sort.
Oh, okay. I took a look at the centipede.
Sure. You can make a knowledge check if you want.
So that would be history, probably.
Maybe.
It's 14.
14. You know these things as being so they're dwarven creation. It's technomancy. Your history check won't let you know how they're activated or anything, but they're often used as like burrowing help. So you use a few of them to start burrowing tunnels, which you can then carve out properly by hand afterwards. So it's like a modern, I'm gonna say like a bulldozer, but like a modern
Drill.
Yeah, drill, basically. Boring drill or whatever.
Gregor, is there anything cool down there? You're kind of heavy.
Yeah, there's a metal centipede. It was used to borrow these tunnels. Borrow through these tunnels, but doesn't seem to be working anymore. While I say that, I try to take it apart.
It would take you a while to take like all the pieces apart because it's all interconnected and everything. But you notice soon enough that it's powered by magic. So the Magium power core is just dead. Like the reservoir is completely empty.
Okay, but suppose I could replace it. Would I be able to make it work again?
It would probably need repairs because it did take damage and everything in the hole. But yes, it's possible to make it work again.
I'll take notes. I'll make a quick blueprint of how I think it works. Internal
Bronze
mechanism and
Scout.
everything.
All right, it's going to take about 10, 15 minutes.
Can you hold me for 10 or
Well,
15
They
minutes?
don't have to hold you like you're at the bottom of the pit.
Okay.
They're just gonna hold you when you climb back up or you climb down, but like they don't need to keep holding you aloft as you're like slowly turning, hovering over the body. We don't need that. Do anybody else want to do something while Gregor is taking these notes?
I kick rocks and look bored.
Pretty much.
Sorry,
Pretty much.
you look appropriately bored. After
Yeah,
15 minutes, when Gregor's done, you hear the scraping of stone against metal or metal against stone. It echoes down the corridors. You don't know if it's coming from the other end of the corridor that you haven't explored yet, or elsewhere in these ruins. But at least you now know that you're probably not alone.
Oh. Hey, Gregor, there might be a live one coming this way.
Have I finished my blueprints or
Yeah.
taking notes?
Well, hey,
That's okay. You can pull me up.
We pull him up.
Mm-hmm.
More coffee. You pull them back up. If you guys want to jump over the pit, I'm going to ask you to roll athletics.
And yes, I want to jump over the pit.
Alright. Yeah, you make it look easy.
Guys, it's super easy.
Okay, I'm following Gert. Oh, damn it.
Nope.
Oh,
You fall into the pit and take 4 points of damage.
Zamban, do you have a rope I could maybe pull you? Well, nope. Somebody else jump over here.
yeah. I'll take a running start and jump.
Sure. You jump over. Barely, but you jump over.
I will try.
You
Wow.
jump over.
I guess
and we
I'll
pulled
also try. And I failed.
No, it's a 14.
No, it's 14. 14.
You
Oh
take
well,
that.
I have heavy armor.
It doesn't
Don't have.
give you disadvantage on athletics.
Oh,
It's
okay.
stealth.
Cool.
So you jump and you make it. It's just Zenben. Zenben basically missed
Yay.
his shot and twisted an ankle. But you pull him back up, and you stand on the other side of this pit. And the corridor goes on for about another 30 feet in the darkness, and then there's a few steps that like seem to turn and go further down.
The metal on stone noise, like the closer we get to it, to get louder.
So you heard it only once. It made this like
Oh, okay.
sound, and then it echoed across the entire complex.
Mm.
You haven't heard it since.
Completely safe, guys. I lead on
All right.
with my kobold march.
Let's try to be careful and move stealthily if possible. So it doesn't surprise us this time.
I mean, we can try to stealth. It's like a super echoey tunnel, though.
Mm-hmm.
Do we all want to stealth? Is that?
Well, since I can see in the dark and Grip can see in the dark, can't we just be maybe at the front and do perception check instead of stealthing?
Yeah, I just
Yeah.
realized I'm shining like a torch. It's a bad idea.
Yeah.
So you want to scout ahead and use your perception?
Yeah.
Yes.
What's your passive perception, Uriel?
14.
14? What about everybody else?
Gerp has a 12.9.
12.9. Gregor and Zan. And Muklek.
15 on my side.
For what? For
Passive
perception? 12.
I have 21.
Oh, damn.
Do you want to go first, Muklek?
Yeah, I'll go first.
Muklek, the shining light, goes first. So the corridor went down a few
Show off.
steps. Whoa, my camera decided to. Hello, focus. Okay, thank you. It goes down a few steps, and then turns, and then goes down again, and then turns. It's like this stairwell. You guys are going down slowly. At the bottom of which is a door. And beyond the door, because of passive perception, you hear the low rumble of like a fire that burns, like a big fire that burns inside a hearth. Or maybe the same fire that you would hear in like a forge if it's an enclosed forge, like a boiler type of situation.
Okay.
Like a motor left on idle.
Derp, I think there's a forge down there, so your battle axe might be there.
I open the door.
You open the door to a forge. It is, indeed, a forge. Discarded in the forge are tools everywhere. And sort of like in a wooden frame is this weird contraption. Picture 4 barrels that the thing uses as wheels, on top of which is this huge frame of steel. It's got carved on its front at the bottom 2 angry Duergar faces, from whose eyes smoke comes out of. Right above those 2 faces is this one big, angry, screaming dwarven face. Its mouth filled with sharpened fangs. And it's got this like ornate collar around it right behind the head to make it look even more evil. And there's like 3 or 4 exhaust pipes in the back. And it's standing there and just shaking a bit. That's the sound of like a motor on idle. That's where it came from. It just goes like, and it's staring straight at you. It doesn't seem to move or acknowledge your presence in any way. You notice that the original Forge Master is laying dead, half thrown in the forge itself.
Guys, don't move
I don't move.
for 10 minutes.
I stop.
What?
I know it's hard for you, Gerb, but please.
No,
I cast
agreed.
I cast detect magic as a ritual.
So you take time to start casting detect magic. Unfortunately, before your 10 minutes are up, I'm gonna ask all of you to make a strength saving throw.
I'm gonna use advantage on this. I don't like it. Or inspiration, sorry.
Yeah, that's okay. I figured that's what you were using. So, Gregor, I'm still waiting for you. Okay. The only people that succeeded were Mukluk and Gerp, bracing themselves as this like sphere of air came out of the mouth of that like dwarven engine. And those that failed take 7 points of thunder damage and fall prone. As soon as this ball of air comes out of the mouth, you hear like this wail, like a sort of like that could basically destroy glass. And clutching your ears, Mukluk and Gerp, you manage to avoid most of the sound and move out of the way of this sphere of air. Those that failed, unfortunately, were taken by surprise and got punched by the sphere and fell prone. And this thing now is shaking itself left or right to try to free itself from the frame. I'm going to ask all of you to roll for initiative.
Oh.
Gregor, your advice is terrible.
1, 2, 3. Okay, so everybody plays before me except for Gregor. So, what do you do?
I'm going to go with the good old sacred
Sacred
flame on that thing that won't dodge it.
Ooh, what's my saving throw on that? Oh boy, that's a -2.
Okay, of course.
This enclosed machine that can barely move somehow twitched out of the way of your radiant flame.
Okay. Bonus action, I'll use the spiritual weapon, and the big gaping maw will actually try to bite it.
All right, big gaping maw attacks.
On an 18,
On an 18, it hits.
5 point of force damage.
5 point of force damage. It starts biting at it, and you notice, like, due to the sheer force of your the maw, that like it bends the metal around it. Next up is Gerp, and then Uriel.
I rage and I throw a javelin at it.
Raw, you owl like a wolf.
15.
15 just hits.
All right.
That's 11 points of piercing damage. You are pretty sure you heard the metal scream in pain.
Super creepy.
If steel could feel pain, it probably just did. Uriel.
Well, I
Moment
guess
of
I'm
truth.
going to get up and I'm going to fire at it.
Here we go.
Take the crossbow. Ya aim. Ya miss. Next. Zanben.
Okay.
I'm
Okay.
so sorry, Matthew.
What is happening? It's a +8.
Like, this, it is statistically impossible. I don't understand how you can never roll a 4 or above or something. Are you sure you're not rolling a d4?
No, it's 20.
Okay. I'm taking out my short sword and rushing to the.
All right, you're rushing at the thing,
Yeah.
short sword in hand. That's a miss, and that's a miss. You just scrape the iron with your short swords, but it doesn't do anything. The machine is going to turn towards you, Zanben. And as it turns around, you notice something now that you're facing it, and you have like the draft of burning hot air coming out of its mouth. Inside that thing, that contraption, there seems to be like miniaturized Durgar chained and being burnt alive. But before you can say anything, you have these like two giant claws, like razor-like hands that pop up on each side, and they just start slashing at you.
Sandman, I'm so sorry.
It's okay, girl. It's okay.
Do I hit you on an 11?
Nope.
Alright, and then can you make a strength saving throw? You don't take any damage as the little Duergar inside screams in pain, and again this ball of air comes shooting out, and you just dodge out of the way, and it clatters. It sends like all the tools that were behind you flying out. Gregor.
Well, I can make loud noises too. And I take a little box.
Mhm.
You've seen that kind of little box before. the kind of mesh on it,
Mm-hmm. The
and
goblin
I
voice box.
flip a switch on it. Then it makes a screeching sound, otherworldly screeching sound.
Why
And
does
that
everything hurt
thing's
my
gonna
ears?
make a Constitution saving throw with disadvantage because it's made of metal. That's like a shatter.
Ooh.
Oh, shit. I thought you were casting, like, Thunder
Nope.
Wave. Alright. With disadvantage. That's gonna be a 3.
Wow, that was low. 8 thunder damage.
Yeah, that's not a lot. But it does take a lot of damage from the scream that came out of your voice box. Going back up in the initiative to Mr. I missed it. Mr. Mukluk.
Okay. First, the spiritual weapon is going to bite it again.
Sure.
19.
19
Nice.
is a hit.
Oh, yeah. So 5 damage. Okay.
And then
And actually, I'll go and cast Bless on the group.
all right, who are you? You can target, I think it's 3 additional people or 3 characters. Is it 3 or
Yeah.
4? 3. All right.
3.
3. So, Gerp, Zenben, and Uriel.
Good. Uriel might stand a chance now.
Yeah,
So
Uriel
you
might
guys
need it.
have an extra D4 you can add to any attack roll or saving throw you want.
Uriel has a guaranteed +9 now to hit.
We'll see how that goes. But first, it's Gerp.
Gerp will run up to it with this battle axe.
All right,
And
that's a hit.
I guess I'd have let's see, pack tactics.
Yeah, Zenben is next to it.
Okay, yeah.
Just
I'll
roll to see if it's a crit.
Yeah. Nope.
Same thing. So, the creature, you take your axe and you shear through part of its jaw. You see the tiny Duergar inside.
How is he alive?
You don't know. What you do know out of game is that this creature now has 1 hit point, and it's up to Uriel.
Oh, come on.
Add the
roll,
D4.
roll bless.
D4?
Yeah.
He rolls a 4.
That's a 13. And that is a miss. What the actual fuck? You take the crossbow and you aim, and then you feel like the guiding hand of divinity tell you, like, aim higher. And you're like, what? And you shot completely elsewhere.
Can I create a new character, please?
I mean, I don't understand. Statistically, this should not happen. Like,
What it does.
it does. I know. You defeat the odds.
I make eye contact with Uriel and just shake my head.
And oh, what level is Uriel?
5.
Do you have the crossbow expert feat?
No.
Okay, so you can't fire again.
Okay.
Sighing, you load your crossbow. Zandan, it's your turn. It's
Okay.
all up to you. If you hit, it dies.
Okay. Let's go.
You have advantage, Zanban.
Yeah. Okay, so I have advantage, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Plus the D4. That's a hit. It's done. You plant your short sword deep inside the maw and tickle the Duergar inside. And as you kill the Duergar inside the machine goes dark. Like that.
What the fuck did just happen?
Uriel, do you want to climb in there and take that guy's spot?
Yes.
Yeah, you won't fit, sadly, he's human.
Okay. No, actually, that's the weird thing is once the machine's unpowered or decommissioned or whatever, the Duergar inside grows back to his regular height, which is too big for the machine, and the body is just crushed by this metal construct. It's like stuck inside. It doesn't look fun.
Maybe you shouldn't get in there. As much as I hate your crossbow.
Yeah.
It might just be the crossbow though. Because when
You know
you
what,
fought with your axes, you were good.
I will
Yeah.
cast usefulness on your crossbow.
Mhm.
If you ever hit, you'll deal 2 points of damage
More.
more with it. If you ever hit, that's the most I can help.
It's like everyone's staring at Uriel's crossbow, going like, "How can it not normal?"
It must be broken. I cast mending on it.
There's like all the scratch marks from like the string being shot like over and over. Like your crossbow is pristine, the same state it was when you bought it a couple years ago.
Great.
I look at his crossbow with fire in my eyes. Uriel, let me fix it.
Oh, God.
I'm not sure that's what it.
I think it's a good
Sure
idea.
that was it.
So you're in this forge, this smithy. There's another exit beyond the two. So the way the room is made is it's quite spacious, and there's actually a room for 2 fire pits. One of which has this like Durgar bent and half burnt over in the. Well, it's just bones anyway now, but it was a very ugly way to go. And this machine that was there in the middle, and then beyond it is a door that leads elsewhere.
If we investigate the room, do we find anything of interest? Or
Yes.
you said there are like tools and stuff on the ground.
Mhm.
There are tools and there are weapons.
Oh.
You find.
Is there another crossbow?
While they're searching, I'll make a detect magic ritual.
All right, takes a bit, but you are going to find. A very fine-looking dagger. Which,
Nice.
So to explain how magic items work in Age of Arcana, so you know the +1, +2, +2, +3 that you normally get in D&D. In regular D&D, this means that the item is magical. In Age of Arcana, it's magical for the purposes of damage reduction, but it actually just is a standard of quality. Most Duergar-made weapons are +1. In just by virtue of who built it and how and what goes in the process. It still is laced with a bit of arcanum on it, enough to say that if you cast a detect magic, it registers. But it is, for all intents and purposes, a +1 dagger.
This place sucks.
No, this place is great.
The rogue's like, all right.
All right.
So yeah, it's a +1 dagger.
Woohoo.
then
Very
there's a-
happy for you, Dan.
You got your dragon chest before? I got my dagger.
Yeah, I suppose. It's not a very good dragon chessboard, but not my last one.
It doesn't have the same sentimental value.
I mean, 2 dragon chessboards are way better than 1.
Yeah.
So there's another room beyond it.
I open the door.
Beyond that door. Beyond door number 1 is an evil dryer. No, it's actually what seems to be another weapon or armor making room. So like you have, when you smith weapons and armor, right? You're gonna do all the like iron work or steel work on it. but then afterwards, like who fits it with the handle properly, the polishing, the jewel encrusting, and all that jazz is done in this other room. So it's like another part of a workshop, and you notice that there are 2 dead Duergars on the ground and a broken down sorry, a broken down centipede like you saw earlier. This one has been hammered to pieces.
My detect magic's still on, right?
Yeah, your detect magic is still on.
Is there anything magical?
Is there anything magical? That's a good question. There is, in fact, one armor on one of the mannequin. Actually, well, yeah, okay, let's say it registers as magical. It's an adamantine chainmail, all black, with like the links being each of them like sparkles, twinkles a bit under the right light, under the proper lighting. It is, and you, as a dwarf and pretty much everybody else, you know that adamantium is the strongest. Adamantine is the strongest material ever made. Stat-wise, what it does, so it's a regular chainmail. You need a strength of 13 to wear it. It's a heavy armor, brings your AC to 16 plus shield, for example, but it makes you immune to critical hits.
This place is horrible. Dwarves suck.
That is good quality.
Yeah.
Hey, anyone here wears
Wanted
armor?
chainmail.
I'm not strong enough to wear it.
Heavy armor is like super garbage.
Says the naked kobold.
I have on a chain shirt.
Okay, I thought you had your barbarian constitution.
No, I got a chain shirt off somebody's corpse.
So
Yeah, the barbarian chieftain.
oh yeah, you had
Somebody else got that. I gave it to
That was the
the
ranger.
female.
Yeah. Oh no, Ilona? Was it Ilona?
Yeah, we gave it to her because her AC was like 13 and she died.
Yeah, we got a mithril armor. Give it to her.
That's an adamantine chainmail, if anybody wants to wear it. Otherwise, if you're bringing it with you, it counts as a heavy item.
I think I can still. Yeah, I can take it, but that would be my last heavy item.
Okay, you mean carrying it around.
Yeah.
None of you can equip it?
Nope.
I mean, I can, but it'll like mess everything up about a barbarian.
No.
Like if you're wearing heavy armor, you can't rage, and
Oh yeah, because you need to have only medium and light.
Yeah.
Or nothing. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, you're better off not wearing it. But you pick that up. There is also a so what they use to beat it doesn't register as magical, but the 2 Duergars have what are essentially light hammers that are still usable. They must have been +1 at some point, but over time and whatever improper use of those smithing hammers that they used on the construct, it brought them down to like regular light hammers. It's a simple weapon. I think it's throwable. Deals, I think, a d4. I don't have my players in front of me, but I think that's what it is. Let me check just real quick on Roll20. Light hammer.
I'll take one because if that statue won't play me in Dragon Chess, I'm just gonna beat it to death.
Yeah, it's a d4. It's a light weapon, and you can throw it to 20 feet without disadvantage.
Yeah, I'll throw out my pack and just think about the statue that wouldn't play me in Dragon Chess.
and you can go full old boy on people.
I remove the plates around the centipede score, or is there still Arcana left?
No, it seems like the reservoir is so to give you a shape, it's about watermelon sized.
Okay.
Which, as a technomancer, you would know this could power it for a good like decade. It needs to be changed every like 10 years.
Oh, okay.
The body of the dwarf are just bone, right?
So because the skin and everything else disintegrated over time. Like you can still see like in Lord of the Rings, for example, so you have your dead dwarves and they still have a beard for some reason. It's kind of what you see. The thing is they weren't wearing armor. So you find among their bones like buttons or like belt buckles.
But what I was getting at is that maybe I just want to do some investigation and check, how they died. Was it natural or were they attacked?
Make an investigation check.
Uriel, I'm pretty sure this mining thing went haywire and killed him.
I guess I don't know.
So no, you look around and you notice one of the two dwarves actually has a hammer-shaped hole in the back of his skull. And the other one was killed by the construct.
It was clearly the centipede. Killed them both.
Case
Obvious.
closed.
Obvious kobold investigation.
Centipede with a hammer.
Yeah.
The Forge.
I mean, I would watch a series called Obvious Cobalt Investigation, where it's just CSI, but each episode is like 5 seconds. Yeah, that's how it happens. Yeah.
Yep, he's dead.
Fade to black.
Yep, this bank was clearly robbed.
The intro sequence lasts
that's
longer
good.
than the whole episode.
Is there another door in here, or is it?
Yep, there's another exit. It's not a door, but it's a staircase that goes up for like 5 or 6 steps, and then a corridor that keeps going into the darkness.
Do we keep going?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Yep.
I lead the way,
So you keep going for a
or I
while.
follow your Zamban,
The
or Muckluck.
Yeah, I'll
Yeah.
lead the way.
the floodlight.
I'm the light.
And that'll take about 10 minutes, so the detect magic's gonna be gone by then. But the corridor snakes for a bit, and then you can either continue along the corridor, or there's a door to your right, and there's a sign above the door written in Dwarvish.
What does it say?
It says Smith's Quarters.
There's probably something. There's a battle axe in there.
Yeah, I'll open the door, see what's in it.
All right. Inside, you have 4 beds, one of which is clearly more ornate than the rest. And I should say, by beds, I mean frames. Anything that was used as a mattress or whatever just is gone. But one of them, the frame, is a lot more ornate than the other 3. And in the center of the room are these 2 Duergars locked in an embrace. They're each holding one another by the throat.
I think there was a civil war, guys.
Yeah, but
Yeah, but
I mean,
who
this-
dies
this-
standing
this-
like that?
This is how
they're not
kobolds
standing.
embrace
They
each other.
fell.
Okay.
They fell because they choked themselves to death.
This is how kobolds embrace each other. It's pretty normal.
Yeah, it's autoerotic asphyxiation. Gone completely wrong.
Clearly, they were trying to mate.
yeah, I'll get inside the room and see if there is anything interesting.
So you notice all the drawers and all the chests have been opened and looted.
Oh my god.
So there's probably something or someone that came by after these 2 fought and cleaned up the place.
Dun, dun, dun.
Dwarves suck so bad.
I
Sorry,
wonder. Yeah, there's nothing much here. Well, I've seen some cool technomancy stuff. How much is that framework? Is that considered a work of art? Because I can know how much it's.
Okay, so the frame itself would be worth around 250 gold, just looking at it. It also counts as 4 heavy items.
Okay, yeah, no.
I mean, if
Would have
y'all
been a
want to
cool
walk
bed,
around
but
holding
no.
a bed frame, I don't mind you looting a bed frame from a ruin. But in this case, I mean, if you want to bring it with you, I'd suggest bringing it with you like once this place has been cleared out.
That would look really good in my turtle shell.
It would actually not fit.
I'd have to alter the shell a little bit, but
You could put like the top half of the shell over the bedposts to make like a, what are these called again? The like princess beds.
Mhm.
I don't know English, but baldaquin.
Yeah. Like a
if we leave the room and go back the other way, the way we haven't been yet that leads up, I guess.
No, that's not true. There's another exit in that room that only Muckluck found.
Oh.
There's a secret door.
Well,
Under-
guys, there's clearly nothing here.
Wait,
It's-
wait. There
There's
is a door.
trapdoor under the ornate bed.
Wait, there's another door.
Oh yeah, I opened it.
Well, you drag the bed out, you open the trapdoor, and there's a ladder that leads down into the darkness.
Muckluck, you're amazing.
Yeah, thanks. Somebody has to replace Damsir.
Oh,
But Damsir can never be replaced.
He was a good guy.
It's like I can just see Matthew roll his eyes. So you end up in what seems to be like a sort of escape tunnel. It leads from the smith's quarters back to the main entry hall that you were in with the two statues. Or you can turn and follow it to wherever other exit it might lead.
Yeah, we'll go to the other exit
Mhm.
where it goes.
So you go down, you notice that there's another trapdoor that leads into the forge.
where we just already were.
Where there was this giant metal thing with the dwarf inside. And then a staircase that goes down for about 20 feet. And it keeps going straight into the darkness. But your shining light, the shining light of your shield, reflects off of something that glints in the dark. Far away.
Oh god.
Okay.
Oh no.
Hello. Do you have a battle axe?
Hello,
Just-
hello,
Sucks.
hello, battle axe, battle axe, battle axe.
I have a
Sucks.
really bad impression. Can I just shoot a crossbow bolt in the corridor? See what happens? Nothing happens?
It's something really cool, guys. Let's go forward.
Yeah.
So
I
you
move
step
forward.
And Muckluck holds you. And there are, set in the floor, covered by dust, these tiny runes carved on certain of the like cobblestones that make up the well, not cobblestones, but like the stones that make up the pattern on the floor. Those are, each one of them is a glyph of warding. And with Muckluck's observant feat, you guys are able to just dodge them. As long as you're careful and you're not running, I'm not gonna ask you guys to make any rolls or anything. You can avoid them. But it takes about a half hour to go down this corridor. To be super careful.
Do we simply go down the exit, or do we go back and finish clearing the room?
Well,
Because
I
this thing,
don't
like,
I don't know if we actually know where this goes. Like, it keeps going down. Is that right, Simon? Or
It went down, and then there was something glinting at the other end. That reflected.
and we
the light.
haven't found the glinting.
Well, once you've crossed the glyphs of warding, you do find it. It opens up in a room that is quite clearly a treasury.
Oh my
The
god!
glint was the glint of gold pieces.
This is
So here's the thing. You've got like this. It's like a sort of like an office type thing or a bank vault, because you have a desk with nothing ornate, just very functional, very utilitarian. There's a desk with a few ledgers on it and a few clay tablets upon which stuff was carved. And then there's this portcullis, or bars, I should say, that bar off the other section of the room, which is the treasury. And before we go on to discover what's in the treasury and everything, we'll take a quick break and we'll be right back. Oops, we're live. Hey, we're in this treasury. There's a treasury now. And beyond a set of bars, you have this treasure.
So yeah.
And then in front of it, a desk with ledgers and everything.
How do I get beyond the bars?
I ritualize the detect magic while they're doing their things.
Alright, so you guys have 10 minutes. What do you want to do?
Is there a way to get behind the desk?
Oh yeah, the desk is like in the middle of the room. You can just walk around it if you want.
Yeah, I'm gonna check if there's some mechanism to open the door with the around the desk.
I try to grab the bars and
You can. Alright, so Uriel, make an investigation check. Gerp, make a strength check. And that's a whoops, I was on the compendium. 19 for Uriel. And
You're
Gerp,
too
you
strong,
just
guys.
go ah, and you like pull a muscle doing it. But
It's way too
otherwise, no,
strong.
the bars don't move. Uriel, you find that there's no like hidden mechanism or anything of the like around that desk. Whatever opens the bars is probably not on the desk itself.
All right, then I started investigating around, I guess.
All right, but while that took a bit, what about everybody else?
Mhm.
What about?
I take my hammer and I start attacking the bars.
Sure.
Uh,
Mukluk and Zanben, do you do anything?
I'll look around trying to find for a switch.
All right.
Yeah. Same thing for me.
Make a bunch of investigation checks.
I'll use the 16. It's better.
Oh yeah, okay. You're using your
Yeah, observant.
observant. So you look around for a switch of any kind, and you don't find any. The detect magic goes off as Gerp is still trying to pull the bars. The bars are magical, or I should say, a section of the bars is magical. There are some magical stuff on the other side. Under the piles of gold and everything. You notice magical auras. It's like someone was hiding stuff under the gold.
Everybody's knows.
Yeah.
Section. So I go to that section of bars.
Mm-hmm.
Can I just? What if I try to pull them apart, or what if I? Is that an illusion, or?
You can make an intelligence saving throw if it's an illusion.
I grab the magical bars.
You grab them.
Nope.
They don't move. It's just the same as every other bar.
If I go to a non-magical section,
Mm-hmm.
are they easier to try to move?
They're all the same.
Okay.
You do notice when you got close to those bars, the magical ones, you notice the faintest crack in them. So it seems like the magical section of the bars can probably be moved.
Does
Probably
Gerp notice it?
down into Gerp and Gregor.
I hit it with the hammer.
Because they're like in two different sections.
It's cracked, guys.
Make an attack roll.
Hammer.
You hit.
Roll damage
What
or
was your damage? Yeah. You hit with the hammer with all of your might, and it just echoes the like tong, and it shakes in your arm, and all the way up to like your face and the rest of your body, and you notice the hammer is now slightly cracked. Those magical bars are endamentine. Actually, now that you look at all of the bars, it's all made of adamantine.
Um,
Okay,
Can
so
I
we won't break
use my knowledge of as a smith to determine how I could remove that section?
Yep. And the answer is that would be impossible. You would have a better time removing the entire room. Whoever built these bars there knew what they were doing. And the only way to go beyond the bars is to find whatever method of going beyond the bars that whoever built this place, this treasury, intended.
Does the magical bars, do they like move?
Nope. They seem to be, so the bars are like, well, I'm not gonna say stuck in the ceiling, but the way they were put in is they were basically inserted in both the ceiling and the floor, probably as the room was built.
Mm-hmm. Is there so it's just like a wall of bars, and then behind us, so there's no like, I wouldn't be able to like find some like tunneling tools and go around it, or
you could try to, like I told Gregor, you could try to dig around them. You could try to dig through, but here's like the bars are like this, right?
But I'll search the desk, trying to find a switch or something.
They've already searched it,
I
and there's
did.
no switch. The magical section is like a piece like this. Right, these bars are magical. The slight crack is basically found in each of these bars at the top of them. Well, at the top of the magical section. And then beyond it is just all of the loot.
And we cannot open it like a door, right?
We'll have to dig around. I don't have dispel magic or anything like that, so there's nothing I can do here.
if I focus on the cracked non-magical part, can I pull them off? Or is it just beyond anything now?
No, you can try a strength check.
Okay. Need that inspiration back. And strength.
You've got like your feet pressed on the magical bars, and you're just trying to move the top off. It doesn't want to come off.
Okay.
Do I have a pick or something?
In the room we're in right now, is the only way out the way we came in?
Yeah.
Okay.
I do have a miner's pick. Okay. Why do I have that? I'll try to dig around one of the non-magical bars.
All right. It's gonna take a good hour, and make one hell of a ruckus to start digging through the floor. Do any one of you do anything else during that hour? Do you just
Can I
stand and
help with
watch?
my hammer?
Sure.
Wow.
All
I'm
right.
gonna stand watch on the tunnel, see if something.
All right.
I'm gonna stay with my clock.
I'm just gonna watch the two.
Dig out.
Yeah.
So you start digging around the bar, and then what you notice, Gregor, as you're digging, is that the bar, after about a foot deep, curves into like where the treasure is.
Like it goes underneath
So
of it?
yeah, it goes
Under the
underneath.
So it's a cage.
The cage. So it means that even if I try to dig around,
What-
we'll
yeah.
find other bars.
Are there bars that go like the horizontal? What about across?
Well, aside from the one that you started uncovering underground, like under the floor, there are none on the ceiling. Mind you, you didn't dig up the ceiling.
I'll dig around to the right.
So you start digging through the wall itself.
I'll try to make a
Like a-
small hole.
All right.
that GURP can crawl through.
Yeah, that girl can crawl through. Yeah.
So you do that. It's gonna take a while. You guys basically are here for a good 6 hours.
We got nothing but time.
All right, so I guess we'll eat up.
That's gonna be yeah.
We can
It's-
take
it's a long
turns
rest.
digging and have a long rest.
So you take turns. It takes a while. You finish digging, and there's this like about like 2.5 feet wide hole that you dug. And yes, so it's not really a perfect cage. It
Mhm.
only does this.
Hmm.
So there was a wall and then a flooring.
Okay.
To prevent digging under,
Mhm.
but not digging on the sides.
Nice job, Gregor. Good idea.
Thank you. That was a major oversight from them. Security.
Yeah.
Also, it took you 6 hours. If anybody was alive in the complex, they would have heard.
Ah.
See him get past those glyphs down the hall.
Yeah.
So like it's security, but on the other hand, it's hidden beyond the trap corridor, under a hidden door, under the bed of the master smith.
Mm-hmm.
If you get all the way here and then you take 6 hours to dig, if you're a thief, something's wrong. But yeah, so you go beyond, and yes, it's these like piles of gold, and then you
Oh my
start
God.
scattering them,
Yeah, I want to
digging through.
get to the
Ow.
magical stuff.
I want to like roll in the gold. Ah, yes.
You roll in the gold, and you're like, oh,
This is amazing.
nice. And then you hit something, or something hits your lower back,
Oh.
pinches you, like a sharp needle type thing.
Another dagger.
Another dagger. This one was poisoned. You're dead.
I knew
No.
it.
It's a crystal dragon chess piece.
I grab it.
It is the rook.
I feel like these have a greater meaning, but they probably don't.
Sorry, I had to note something down. So there was that. And otherwise, as you start clearing things away, you find a studded leather armor that is magical.
Mm.
You also find... Let me just go back to my thing. Notes. All right. There is also a firecaster in there.
Is that a gun?
Yes, a cavalry musket, an actual musket. There's also, where was my other thing? A saddle.
What?
Yep. There's a
Wait.
saddle. A magical saddle.
Good. Is saddle going to Manticore? Guys.
Maybe. You find a, and I'll just describe like everything, and then we can go into identifying.
Yeah.
There's a like an alchemist satchel with 8 potions in there.
Hmm.
And under everything else, so like you move things aside, you see there's this sling bag, like a messenger bag, filled with clothes and other traveling paraphernalia. There's a handful of swans as well, and a greatsword.
Is that all?
Yes.
I
Is the
take the
great
musket.
I look at the great sword. Hmm. I'd probably have to give up my shield to use this, but does it look pretty?
Well, it's part of the stuff that was shining. Shiny.
But by the gods, it looks pretty.
It was shiny.
I suppose I do my turns and start chain casting Identify.
All right. So anyway, identify. By the way, identifies like a bunch of stuff at the same time.
Yeah.
You just put it all together. For the purposes of the gold and everything, in swans, there's 800 gold pieces worth of swans. And
That's
then
that
in
paper money, right?
sheer gold pieces, you guys find 1,000 gold pieces.
Wow.
Once you start moving the gold away and looking at like what else is there, you notice that the 1,000 I just named are actual gold pieces that would be worth anything. The other 3,000 aren't worth anything anymore as they're all fake. And you notice among the 3,000 fake pieces, like the more you look at them, the more you realize that, oh wait, they're getting better and better. The 1,000 that is quote unquote usable is probably fake currency that nobody would be able to guess.
But is it real gold or is it like
It's fake.
like it's fake?
It's fake. It's fool's gold, but the weight is perfect. The stamps is perfect. Of course, it's Duergar gold, so most humans probably wouldn't pay any mind to it. They would just take it as, oh yeah, okay, it's Dwarven gold, like whatever. It's a Duergar merchant might spend a bit more time staring at it. 3,000 pieces of this, like anybody could know it's fake. They bend easily, they don't have the right weight, it's like too light, too heavy, but there's like a 1,000 that is usable.
That's a lot.
Oh, that's a damn lot.
Yeah.
But none of you have read the ledgers or anything, so whatever.
All the ledger is still on the desk.
Oh, they're all there. You guys had 6 hours, and you just spent all the time doing.
I can't read Dwarven.
Oh,
Yeah.
Well, when we're
that's why I
out of
don't
there,
care.
I will read the ledger once we're out.
Sure. So once you're out, you're gonna learn how to open the door.
nice.
That's what you get for not paying attention.
Well, when I said searching the desk, I assumed it was part of it, but okay.
Well, there's a difference between reading the books and searching the desk. That being said, the greatsword is an old double-edged sword called the Sword of Vengeance.
Gerp has a lot of that.
It is a +1 greatsword, but it is inhabited by a vengeful Duergar spirit. If you ever die while holding the greatsword, your spirit will take the place of the spirit inside.
Oh god.
What it does is it is fueled by revenge. If you are attuned to this weapon, which you need to get the bonuses to hit and everything, you have disadvantage on attack rolls made with any other weapon than this one. Whenever you're hit in combat, you must make a wisdom saving throw, or attack the creature that damaged you until it drops to 0 hit points, or until you can't reach the creature anymore, like if you're restrained or anything. There is a way to cast the spirit out of the sword. An animancer would know how.
Sword's cool and all, Buckluck, but that's a pretty big downside to it.
Yeah.
Only there is an animancer around.
Yeah, one of those.
Well, what about the studded leather armor?
It's a glamour studded leather armor.
Mm.
So it's a +1 studded leather, but as a bonus action, you can speak a word of Dwarven, which Mukluk knows now,
Yeah.
and cause the armor to assume the appearance of any normal set of clothing, or some other kind of armor. You can change the looks, you can change color, style, accessories, but it will always have the same weight. And if you ever remove the armor, it becomes the normal piece of studded leather that it is. So as a studded leather armor, it +1. So that means your armor class, if you're wearing it, would be 13 plus your dex bonus.
Yeah, we can give it to Zendan if you want some.
And then the musket is a cavalry musket for Mr.
Me.
Mr. the Musketeer. So it deals a d10 fire damage on a hit. Of course, you're proficient with it now. The range is 80. So 80 feet, you have no disadvantage. And then it goes all the way to 320 with disadvantage. You can fire 5 times before you need to spend an action to reload.
Okay, but does it have ammo?
Yes, it's
Is
got
the
20. So the reservoir that's in it has 20 bullets, 20 shots. And among the rest of the treasure, there's another 20 shots.
I take all of that.
Inside the alchemist's satchel, you find 2 potions of healing, 1 potion of greater healing, and 5 arcane vials. For those of you that don't cast spells, if you do drink an arcane vial, you suddenly get the ability to cast a cantrip of your choice. Well, a sorcerer cantrip of your
How
choice.
many arcane fire?
until
Yeah,
you
I'm
take
not
a short
touching
rest.
that stuff.
A long rest. The vials, you have 5 of them. 5 vials, 2 potions of healing, 1 potion of greater healing. And then the last thing is the saddle.
You said there was a bunch of clothes in this
Yeah, it's a
sling
bunch
bag.
of regular clothes.
Oh, okay.
So this saddle is, it can be fitted to any beast that you could mount, possibly.
Or monstrosity?
Maybe.
Yes. If you can.
If you can get the saddle on it. Basically, it means that you cannot... So this saddle is magical. You cannot be dismounted against your will as long as you're conscious. And any attacks against your mount have disadvantage. Looking at everything inside the treasury, it seems like whoever was stashing stuff here was planning to make an escape. Having a magical, technomancy enhanced saddle that would make sure that they remain mounted. Have a weird cursed weapon for some reason. But also firearm, shots, traveling gear, clothes, a shit ton of fake gold, actual gold in the form of paper currency, and a glamoured armor that can pass off as any type of clothing.
If an animator were to cast the spirit out, would it still have the I have to attack the creature till it dies?
Nope, it would become a regular +1 greatsword.
Okay, so that's the curse. Okay.
Yeah, the curse is basically there's someone inside, and the person inside is pissed.
Mm-hmm.
And it will overwhelm. So, like contrary to like sentient weapons where you can have like a clash of will, if you will. In the case of the Sword of Vengeance, is the spirit inside is so powerful that it just overwhelms you as soon as you're hit. Which is great for friendly fire. Holy shit, Uriel tried a shot with the cavalry musket and hit something.
I was just checking if I can configure it correctly.
Still, it just works
Yeah.
well. So the shots from firecasters are basically like in the shape of a Nerf dart. So it's like about that long. It's like a bolt of fire energy about this long, like
Okay.
2.5, 3 inches long. When you fire, so it's nothing physical. Like you can't pick those ammunition back up after a fight. It's once expended, it's expended. So we'll say that your practice shot it didn't count. It's just something that was stuck in the cannon, and you just unjammed it, and you're like, that's pretty cool. So that's what you guys find after 6 hours of digging.
And does it fire? It doesn't fire in a cone, right? It's only a straight bullet.
Yeah, it's not the shotgun that fires in a cone. This one has.
Right.
But because you have more than one attack per turn, you can now shoot twice. So you could do like shoot, 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 and then
Reload.
spend a turn reloading.
Ooh.
Or you could do shoot, 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 reload, shoot, 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 reload, shoot, 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 reload.
Can I make bullets?
Yep.
Okay.
Indeed, you
Uh,
need
what-
downtime for it.
Well, what would it require? Only gold, or do I need mats?
It would be as part of the regular downtime rules for crafting. I got a weird message, but I think it's just my family being stuck in the hurricane. So
That's not good.
well, it's not good, but they're going to Florida, so I think they're safe. They passed North Carolina and Virginia yesterday. So you're muted.
The potions. There were 2 potions of healing
2 of
and
healing, 1 of greater healing.
okay, and then whatever the arcane vial said.
So
Greater heal.
after you've divvied up your treasure and everything and stashed the ledgers away for reading later, that scraping sound,
Mm-hmm.
you hear it again, but then
God
you
dang
hear it
it.
again.
Is
and
it
you
coming
hear
down
it
the corridor?
again. No, it just echoes all over the place. It's farther away because you're in this like hidden section of the complex. But whatever it is, the noise you made probably stirred it awake, and it might be looking for the source of the noise.
It sounds like it's dragging a +1 battle axe. It's not cursed.
Maybe.
We could scout and find what that is before
Yeah.
jumping on it.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe, or we could like leave it.
Yeah, I'm with Gerv with that one.
I mean, if we can hear it like all throughout this place, it sounds pretty big.
Yeah.
Or maybe we just wait a little bit in the chamber, protected by the rune, and wait for the sound to stop before going out.
Yeah, maybe it'll go away.
You can indeed wait for a while. A couple of minutes becomes a couple of hours. And that thing keeps making noise. Sometimes the noise changes from scraping to hammering. Like it's hitting on something.
Okay.
There is still so much to explore.
Yeah, we can still simply go on and we'll find the thing. I don't think it's that dangerous. Worst, it
I hope.
cannot be worse than the cube with a dwarf trapped in it.
First, I want to know where that exit led to. The one
Outside of
for
the
entrance,
yeah.
just in case we have to.
Which exit?
Because you said a part of the path.
It was right
went
before
back
we
to
went
the-
into the bedroom. You said that the path like led.
Oh, it kept going. Yep, before
yeah.
the bedroom. Yep. Yep.
I think that's what he's talking about.
We're
No,
going
no,
back to
I meant the path we took underground. A part of it branched toward the entrance,
Yeah.
and the other one branched toward the back. I was talking about the other path that branched back to the entrance. I wanted to know where that was because we went.
You go up that ladder like it was almost right across the other ladder. So I figured you guys just opened it to look it up, and it's the main entrance. It goes back to the first hallway.
So it means we just missed it first time we passed through the entrance.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
So we'll
it
go back
was
to the bedroom?
well hidden in the other rooms. It's actually harder to see it elsewhere than in the bedroom.
Okay. Go back to the bedroom.
Mm-hmm.
Go back up the bedroom. Two dwarves choking one another. And then the corridor. You can either go back to the forge or you can keep trudging on into the darkness.
Does the noise still echo, or can we distinct if it's coming for the path we didn't see or from behind
echoes
us?
a lot in the darkness. It actually, not knowing how big the complex is. You know that at least like there must be like open doors between you and the source of the noise. Otherwise, it would sound different depending on where you were. But in this section, it basically is. It basically echoes all over.
I will cast my armor again and cast usefulness on Gerb's battle axe.
All right.
So you deal 2 more damage with each strike.
I guess I'll ready my gun.
So we go into the darkness.
Yeah, I'll follow Muckluck.
Mm-hmm. Does it do you still have the light on your seal on your shield?
No, second trip, so technically it's 10 minutes, then I recast it.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like unless something happens, it's
Mm-hmm.
kinda easy to just recast all the time. So
And Muckluck is so useful. Uriel.
Shot fire.
you make your way to the end of that corridor, and it splits off in a T intersection. One path
And-
goes left, one path goes right. You notice that the left goes into the dark, and then you see staircases going up. Whereas the one on the right goes for about 20-30 feet, and then stops at a door.
So staircase or door, basically.
Yep.
I guess we could clear the first level before going up or down anywhere else.
Yeah, we'll go for the door. Good.
You open the door. Who is first?
That would be me. Yeah,
Because you have the light and everything.
because I have the light.
All right.
Yeah, yeah, okay.
I'm gonna ask you to make a strength check, please.
Oh. 9.
You pull on the door, and the door doesn't budge.
It's locked.
Seems like it.
Oh. It's locked.
Locked or barred or something.
Yeah.
You would need to pull like much harder than a 9.
Gerp, wanna give it a try?
I totally do.
Herb comes up, pulls on the door. The door doesn't budge.
It's really stuck, guys.
Yep. So stairs we goes. The thing won't pass by this.
Is it a wooden door?
It's an iron door.
Mm.
Like with a 17, you know that you're close to opening it. Like it budged a bit. It went like, but it's not enough.
Well, I can try to help you.
Okay.
Roll with advantage.
Straight. Well, we tried, guys. Does anybody have any thieves' tools?
Yeah.
What?
Zanden's a rogue.
Okay. Open
After
the locked
staring
door.
at you pulling a locked door, Zenben bends down. Make a dexterity check with your proficiency bonus.
Okay. Dexterity.
So
So
dexterity, and then add your proficiency. That would
Oh.
be.
You
Plus
can just
2.
click on your tool in your proficiency.
Oh yeah, that's true. If you click on the Thieves tool, it should roll them automatically.
No.
Like in your proficiencies, bottom
yeah,
left.
it's a +2.
Yeah. So
Proficiency.
we'll do
is a-
no. That's okay. We'll do a 19 for that. So you bend down
Okay.
and you start fiddling with your tools, and then click. The door unlocks,
That's how we do it, guys.
and then the door falls on you,
Those again.
and you take 14 points of damage as you are crushed by a heavy fake iron door.
Oh, God.
What the fuck?
King doors again.
Holy shit.
There's a dwarven a Duergar phrase carved into the wall
Behind the door?
behind the door.
What does it say?
It
Is
says, "Gut you good."
Zanban, are you dead? Zanban?
I'm trying now. Ouch.
Zanban, speak to me.
No, I still have a 10-point left.
Okay. I'll help you with that. Not much, but
Here,
oh,
Mukluk helps
wait.
pick you back
It's-
up.
it's missing my wisdom, so it's 9 actually.
You take 9. If you want to fix that, by the way, it's it's when you look at the way the spell's made.
No, well, it's the attack. It's just
Oh no,
for some reason the wisdom was gone.
So in attack, okay.
Yeah.
'cause
There's
you're-
a
fixed.
check,
Yeah.
add ability mod to damage
Yeah.
or
Yeah.
healing.
No, that's it. I saw it on the sheet. It's back up. So anyway, 9 points of healing for you. So you get back up from under the iron door, push it to the side, angry and disappointed, and you guys make your way up the corridor. And then there's a staircase that goes up.
The door was a great idea, you will.
Yeah.
When you get to the top of the staircase, or the couple of steps before they go up again, there's like a landing. And Mukluk stops everyone. And he's like, the entire landing is trapped, you guys.
Mukluk, what's a trap pie?
So
Is
it's a collapsing floor. Basically, there's probably spikes under or whatever, but nobody triggered this one.
Like the trap in the corridor, basically.
Yeah.
Right?
You
How big is the landing?
it is 10 by 10.
Can I run and jump across it?
It would be a bit harder than a running jump, a regular running jump, because you're also running up the stairs and you have to jump 10 feet. So it's not just on a flat plane. There's like an inclination, but you could do it. It's a DC 15 athletics check for those that want to jump across.
How bad do we want to get across this, guys?
So, oh, by the way, once the staircase is like over, you notice with the light, especially you, Gerp, and Uriel with your dark vision, the corridor continues for a few feet and then turns sharply to the right.
Instead of jumping over the trap, can we disable it?
I don't know. You'd have to ask a rogue.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, Rogue.
Hey. Oh, my God. Okay.
So here's the thing. You can disable it. But it would still mean you guys would walk down the pit and then climb back up.
Is there a way to use that iron door that fell to get across or something?
Because of the way the landing is made, unfortunately not, because it's the entire landing that falls. So even if you were to put the door, there would be nothing to hold it on the other end.
Can I help Zanban disable it? I'm proficient in Thieves' Tools as well.
Oh, yeah, it's a DC 5 to disable it. It would just collapse all the rubble inside, which means that to go down and then back up, instead of a DC 15, it's a DC 10, and you don't take any damage if you fail. It
Yeah.
just is a waste of time. So since you're not in a combat or anything, in a life or death situation, you can all take your time and just walk down the pit, walk across, walk back up. But at least with Zanben disabling it, nobody took damage. And you notice the spikes inside that trap, they're about this long and they're serrated.
That looks pretty deadly.
Yes.
Yeah.
They're made so that if you fall and hurt yourself, if you get back up, it hurts even more. I think nobody was supposed to go either up or down these stairs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
So it's up
you
to
guys
me.
go up
Yep.
and keep going into the corridor, and then you get to the source of the noise. It's this immense fissure in the ground. At the bottom, you see the glow of magium crystals. Probably a place that the Durgars were harvesting. Magium crystals is the physical shape of magic. You harvest that, you can crunch it into powder, then mix it with stuff and make arcane vials or make potions or make whatever, ancient weapons and whatnot. The sound of the scraping, when you look up, you see this gigantic spear-clad spider. For those on Zoom, here's what it is. It is about 10-ish feet wide, like the body, and then with the legs, it goes all the way to probably 15. It is, so what it's doing right now is creating this like web or cocoon or something. I'm gonna ask all of you to make a perception check. Everybody but Zanben. Everybody's looking at it, and you're like, wait, that's not a cocoon. It's creating a duplicate of itself. It's using pieces of other constructs and creating a new one of itself. And Zanban, with your perception check, you're like, oh no, it knows we're here. And everybody also sees it. The creature's head spins about in like an instant, staring at you with its 6 beady, magic-filled, glowing eyes. And it opens its mouth slightly and fires a beam of white light at at all of you. It like makes a line, like it draws, it cleaves a line across the floor with this. I'm gonna ask all of you to make a dexterity saving throw.
I'll use my tolerance to magic to make a Constitution saving throw instead.
All right.
Would this be a sense of danger, perhaps?
Oh, that's a complete danger sense. Yes.
Oh, okay.
Zanben succeeded. Gerb succeeded. Gregor succeeded. Mukluk and Uriel both failed. Those that failed take 27 force damage.
Okay, I'm at 4.
Those that succeeded take half as much. Zanben, what level are you?
Level 4.
Level 4? Okay, so you don't have evasion just yet.
Nope.
So you take half damage. You take 13.
He's dead.
Did we get a long rest while we were
you
taking
got
the
you got
okay.
a long rest. So like
Okay.
the only damage that Zanben took was the 14 points from the door, of which 9 points were refunded by the healing
Yeah,
spell.
so I'm still on 19 and I
Oh.
took 13.
And then you took 13. And the creature's clonk, 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 clonk starts mechanically turning about. It's standing or clinging to the ceiling above the fissure. You notice that on the other side of the fissure, the corridor keeps going. Whatever this creature is, seems a bit too big to fit in the corridor on the other side of the fissure. The fissure itself is 15 feet wide. You could, if you wanted to, run, and jump, which is a DC 15. Or you can run back the way you came, but the creature might be able to follow you. I'm gonna ask all of you to roll for initiative.
Oh, yeah.
I have a 7. A 7.16. Same as Uriel. So Uriel, you're gonna go first anyway. Because you're a player. So
Cool.
you guys can all act before the creature reacts.
So Zanban down.
No,
I
I
Or
still
is
have
think
6
he has,
points.
like,
Oh.
I still have 6 points left.
How high is the creature?
the creature is about 50 feet high.
Ugh.
Is it made of metal or is it armored?
It is completely made of metal and adamantium.
How far is the chasm down? So if I were to fail my jump,
It's 40 feet. So that would be 4d6 points of damage.
Yeah, just go back.
Yeah, go back.
Go back.
Hide in the tunnels.
but it might be able to follow us. A dungeon master said.
Well, we can run to the treasure, to the secret place, and go to the exit afterward.
Yeah, make it walk through the sigils. Yeah.
But I
If
don't.
it walks through the sigils, it locks you up in the treasure room. Because there's no other escape from the treasury.
Yeah, but it'll walk through the sigils and explode a bit.
Oh, it might take some damage.
But we'll be trapped.
Yeah. Which means you'll have to either kill it or take attacks of opportunity.
Oh god.
There's probably a sweet battle axe up there in another room.
So what do you guys do?
Well, Gerp is first. Yes.
Go for it, Gerb. Your choice.
Oh God.
It's
Well,
all on you.
let's see. My personality. I don't pay attention to the risks of a situation. Never tell me the odds. Yeah, Gerp will try to run and jump across the chasm.
All right then. Go Gerp.
You said athletics.
Yeah.
I'm gonna rage jump.
Good idea.
Take an advantage. Athletics.
Howling like a wolf, you jump across the chasm. You don't take any attacks of opportunity because the creature's too far from you, but you land on the other side, like superhero landing. And then you look around and you jump like 5 feet more than what was needed, so you're safe. The corridor in front of you just turns sharply to the right, and as you look down in the darkness, it goes for more than 60 feet. But it is, 5 feet by 5 feet. It's a smaller area.
Guys, I might be okay. I don't know.
Who's up right after? Is it Gregor?
Yeah, it's Grigor.
It's Gregor.
Yeah.
Yes.
So would silence stop? I don't know if it uses spell-like abilities or something.
No, you don't.
No.
You can make
Um,
knowledge checks.
Yeah, I'll make a knowledge check.
Bonus action. You choose the type of knowledge and you roll.
That doesn't even correspond to any. Well, no, Arcana. I'll go with Arcana.
Yes, Arcana is the study of magic. Technomancy is magic. So, 15. You can ask me three questions. What do you want to know?
What is that thing?
Will I survive?
That is called a retriever. It is a marvel of technomancy, a nigh intelligent, almost sentient-like golem. It is normally created to retrieve items or people. You
I could put a saddle on it.
don't really understand why it would be creating a new version of itself, why it's sort of like cloning itself or building another one of itself, that is not gonna say a miracle, but that's an anomaly, something that shouldn't happen. That you've never heard of that before.
Is there a way to command it?
If you're its builder.
Okay. And
Flashback to Gregor
realistically,
building a spider.
what would be the armor on that thing?
Like the armor class?
Yeah.
So it is made of adamantine, thus it is almost immune to most damage, and its armor class is 19.
Nope. I'm going out.
So you still have an action and a move. What do you do?
I will cast Cure Wounds on Zanben.
All right, you touch Zanben.
Sure, he doesn't die. What? No,
It
that's
doesn't-
not possible.
I think
Yeah, it
it's
does-
missing
it-
wisdom.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I get it. I
Think
should
that-
have casted it from here.
Well, just add your wisdom to 1. There you go. Well, not wisdom in your case, intelligence, but whatever.
Yeah.
Zanben, you gain 4 hit points.
Well, if it's intelligence, then it's 5. I just clicked on the one in my spell sheet instead of the one in my.
No, it's the
For
same.
whatever reason.
Both are
Yeah.
not adding your stat.
Okay.
Yeah, for some reason. So let's say
Okay.
5 hit points because that's what you rolled the first time.
Good. Okay. And I used all my move to get out of there.
All right.
Which way?
The way we came from, because I cannot jump over a chasm
Yeah.
of 15 feet. No.
Well, you could try.
No. If I had feather fall, yes. I did not prepare the spell because I didn't know, so I won't try.
All right, so you turn about and you run away 30 feet. Running 30 feet will get you almost to where the stairs were.
25 feet. I'm a dwarf.
Oh, 25. So a bit farther away from the stairs. Moving down the initiative order, Zenben.
I'm gonna follow Gregor.
All right, you follow Gregor.
And can I use my cunning action to dash for more, or?
Oh yeah, so you can use your move to move, and then you can use your action to dash, and then you can use your bonus action to dash again, which means you would cover 90 feet.
Nice.
90 feet would bring you back to the intersection that was going either to the fake door or the staircase. However, you're going to need to roll an athletics check not to break your face in the staircase. Because remember, giant hole. Now it's a life or death situation.
Okay.
DC 10. Yeah, you run down the stairs, jump over the pit, keep running. Gregor is like 60 feet behind you. You're like, thanks for the heal! And you keep running, dashing into the darkness. Also, Zanben, you don't see shit anymore.
That's okay for me.
Mukluk.
Okay. I'm gonna cast Cure at level 2 on myself. That doesn't work.
It's
So it's
8
only-
plus 5.
Yeah.
It missing a dice. So
No.
Yeah.
You just add the
Set
8
at
plus
level
3.
two.
Oh, 8. Yeah.
Yeah, say
I'm-
8 for the
I'm
normal
blind.
one. Yeah. And then...
so it's 13.
13.
7.
Yeah.
Okay. And I'm going to go beside Gregor, just a little bit ahead of him, since
Okay.
I have 30 feet.
Cool.
Gerbs, you're not alone.
Uriel. Clink, 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 clink.
I'm gonna try to shoot at it.
Level your gun.
Oh, stud.
That is
Whoa.
a hit. That is 9 points of fire damage.
Gerp wasn't looking. He assumes you missed.
You fire your first shot. Dow. There's actually damage that registers.
I can shoot
You can shoot a second time as part of your action if you want. That's another hit. That's 7 points of fire damage.
I'm gonna use my 10 feet to go away.
Uh-huh.
And can I move after that?
Yep, you can use your 30 feet to move.
I'm just gonna put myself beside Gregor and Muckluck.
Okay. The spider jumps down from the ceiling, lands on where you were a few seconds ago, and it starts making its way down the corridor, chasing after you. And that's where we're gonna end today's session.
What?
What the?
Yeah. Why?
Because it's 2:00. 1. Because that's a good cliffhanger. 2. Which means that this next session will be a bit special. You guys are stuck in this place, and unless 3 or more of you play the same characters, you're not going to be able to play your character next time. Some of you have alternate characters, but if you agree, I don't remember who had put their names down for next week. Let me just check with the
I'm
schedule
on
real
it.
quick.
I
Next
don't
week
think-
was basically just Quentin and Pascal. So if the other 3 of you can play, or at least one more,
No, I'm gonna play.
so just put your names down.
Yeah.
But if it's cool with you guys, if you play the same characters, we can pick right back up where we left off.
Yeah, I'm cool with it.
Because the map for this place is immense. This is one of the rare plays that exploring it fully will give you more than one milestone.
Do we get any EXP?
So did you get anything today? You
Yeah.
get one
For playing.
for playing, and one for the part that you've cleared out so far.
So that's 2.
That's 2 milestones.
That's a level.
Yeah, some of you might actually level up. Looking at
Just
what
Gregor,
this place
yeah.
is. Gregor, you're at 12, so you're now level 4. Muckluck, you're at 16, so you're close to another level. Zanben, you're at 15, you're close to another level. Gerp, you're so close.
Mm-hmm.
And then Uriel is at 26. So close as well. Not really.
Yeah, but I cannot level up since
We have other new characters that came up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but we'll see about that. We'll see how that works.
Yeah.
We'll see how it changes everything.
Maybe you're gonna die.
But that was today's session. You guys are heading into an ancient and emptied out Duergar complex. Let's just go around, tell everyone where we can find you and all that. We'll start with the last person that introduces themselves. Introduce themselves, Pascal.
Yeah, I'm Pascal. I was playing Muckluck, the Saurian cleric, the useful one. And I'll be here next week at Age of Arcana, pretty much the only place right now. You can find me on Twitter at LaFalatSir.
Cool. Jeff.
So, I'm Jeff. I've been playing as Zanben, the human rogue. And you can find me on Twitter at GF_Savajo. Just study your really is not the right name, but it's okay.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
so-
I didn't write the right thing
Yeah.
on the overlay. Let me just fix that up. Sorry about that.
No problem. So that was a great session today. Like always, it's been fun playing with you guys. So I hope seeing you guys next week.
Cool. Jan.
Yeah, I've been playing Gregor, the Technomancer Dwarf. It's been a great session, even if I wasn't there at the beginning. It was fun. You can find me on Twitter at Tuanive, but I'm pretty much you can pretty much only find me here playing Age of Arcana. So yeah, that's it. I'll be there next week as well.
Yeah, and my name is Matthew. I was playing Uriel, the Tiefling Musketeer. You can find me on Twitter at French Overlord. Also on YouTube with the same nickname, French Overlord. and you can find me playing Dungeon and Dragon on this channel here. Every bi-weekly, maybe next week, to continue this fight against this big spider.
This, yeah.
Maybe next week.
Yeah.
That's supposed to be.
I mean, Uriel finally started shooting at stuff and hitting.
Yeah.
No one was looking.
Nobody saw it.
Nobody saw it. And then the other party member who's now split from the rest of the party.
Don't worry, guys. GURP's probably just going to turn around and jump back across, so...
He's
Oh,
like,
no,
oh
wait.
my god, I'm alone.
My name's Quentin. I was playing GURP. You can find me on Twitter at Thragon. I don't post a lot, but I definitely repost and like a bunch of other stuff. So,
Cool.
Simon, it was fun. Everyone else, it was a great session. Had a good time.
And thank you. I'm Simon at wandering_DM on Twitter. This is my channel. You can see the whole schedule thing is all posted and everything. Bits and stuff is gonna follow soon, as will emotes. We're finally getting them done. So I'll see you again in our case on Tuesday for the premiere of season 2 of Star Wars. And then on Friday I'm on Scrat's channel for Lady Blackbird, Adventures in the Wild Blue. Friday in 2 weeks is the premiere of Witcher, and next Saturday is probably the conclusion to this weird-ass chase in Duergar tunnels. So, ciao everyone.